Hello, folks. Welcome back to the show. Today we look into the economic calendar, which actually makes some difference to the market. A lot of difference. Some of the news and others are low. To do that, basically, we have to look is here. Let me get this. These are the data coming from the countries, different countries. For example, British pound. If I'm trading British pound, I need to keep an eye on the British pound data that's coming. I mean, this is the 2nd of today, June. So the market, obviously, it will tell you the time zone and the time left for the data. This is all done anyway. So these are the events which will happen today, which will obviously impact the different currencies, different countries. Because I always look into the US or UK or Australian because I only deal with their currency pairs. So that's why it's, you can't read every single one of them because it's not going to affect you, but it will affect the actual market. If it's on a GBP data coming out, it will affect the GBP. If it's the Australian dollar, it will affect the Australian dollar or US dollar or Swiss franc or whichever currency you're trading. What happened, it showed you the impact here. Impact on the market will be low or high because of this. As you can see, it will tell you the impact on your currency or on the market. Low means it can still move easily 50 to 100 pips, after the data. What happens is, this is the previous data, the first line, they say the previous one, and then the consensus that they think the price data should be up to here, and then after that, the actual one comes in, which you need to look at. And that actual one, when that comes out, then that's when the market actually moves. So, for example, here there's a British pound, the housing, the prices, monthly and housing prices yearly. They were looking into that. The low impact is still means 50 pips, 100 pips up and down, no problem. So previously it was 0.9%, and consensus was that it will go to negative into minus 1%. But then the actual one came out that was minus 1.7, which is obviously not good at all for the market. Now, if you want to read more about this and how it works, then what you do is you click on the data thing, and it will open up a window like this, and it will explain to you exactly what does that mean. So the nationwide housing price show the value of the house price in the UK indicates currently moment in the housing market. So it's considered as a sensitive factor. So a higher reading is seen. Let me just, I think you can't see that, but you can read it yourself. I mean, a higher reading you can see as a positive or bullish market, bullish for the GBP, and while a low reading is seen as a negative and a bearish. See, this is just like this. The higher reading here, okay, the one was expected, or one was actually going to come out, that would make the pound go bullish, and the lower will make the pound go bearish. So this is how the market data works in this. Then obviously you click it back on that. It's not working. 1 minute. Yeah. So you can read about the Australian dollar as well. They will show you what does that exactly mean. And then you can also do your research. Research is not much to do your research. You just got to wait for the right data to come out. If this data which is coming out is higher than the expected one, higher than the expected or the previous one, then it's good for your currency, it's good for your pair. Your currency will get stronger. So what they think, this is the last one, the previous one. That's what the interest rate decision actually. The interest rate decision never changed. It was a large 0.25%. They were expected it to be 0.25%, and it came to 0.25%, which is really good for the Australian dollar. And I'm sure Australian dollar, that day it went berserk, and this is how the economic calendar works. It'll give you the time and the date, and for the future as well, not just for the today. You can check it for tomorrow, you can check it for next month, and you can actually check it for the previous ones as well, what happened last week and last month and last year. So economic data, you can Google that anywhere. There are a lot of companies are showing those. Basically, there's not a big deal to find anything like that. I'll just show you again, the economic calendar. I just click on that and it will give me this economic calendar. Now, this is a today's event, which actually hasn't happened yet. These events we are waiting for them. 10 years bond auction, as I said, you can click on that and it will show you what that means. And accordingly, there you go. It will tell you the definition of it. And it will also tell you how will that impact the market. And then you can obviously go from there. This is how it works. And then it will tell you low impact, the previous one. Consensus, they didn't give any consensus. So he actually came to 2.6. That for the British Australian dollar. I'm sure Australian dollar. Let's have a look at the Australian dollar today. His data is coming out quite good. So if I open the Australian dollar here, chart. Look. So see, that was all coming out good. And look, Australian dollar is bouncing up. It's lovely 4 hours since the data came out yesterday, the one we was looking, and if the interest rate was fixed today, which has given a very good boost to the Australian dollar, and it's going up and up. And it's been up from 71 to 74 in last 2 days. Since yesterday until today, it's gone up 300 pips. So this is how economic calendar works. Just keep your eyes open on that all the time. Before you start trading, open your economic calendar and just see what news is coming out today. This news going to affect me or my pair? Yes or no? Like you say, the dates are here. Everything is here. And then you can go to the next page also, and that's on the 3rd of the June. Then obviously you can keep carrying on and you can keep an eye, okay, what's going to happen on the next, with the 4th of the 1 day, and 4th June, and the 3rd, there you go, 4th now. There's a 4th. So basically, this is all news which is coming out, and it will also tell you, like for the Swiss franc, the interest rate decision is always high impact on the currency. Like yesterday, the Australian dollar, the interest rate came out, and it was same as the previous. So that's why the Australian dollar is actually flying, as I've shown you today. So you can keep an eye for the day, everyday trading. Open the economic calendar, see the events, what's going to happen. It's going to happen to your currency, whichever currency you're trading. Read about that as well. And if you're trading GBP against the dollar, then obviously you look at the United States dollar as well. Like the United States dollars, they're coming out as well on the 3rd, which is tomorrow. So dollar and pound are your news you need to look, or whichever currency you're trading, whichever pair you're trading, you just keep an eye on that. And that's how it actually works. Thanks very much, and I wish you all the best and have a happy day.